Hi, I'm Dr. Sophya Morgham, and I'm going to answer some of the frequently asked questions after receiving Botox treatment. So a number one question is, can I reapply my makeup? So you can if you're careful. You want to make sure you're not rubbing or massaging the area. And the reason being is you don't want to displace the solution. So where the injections were, they're into specific muscles. And if you rub, you can move them into other muscles that can lead to an undesired effect. So another question, when can I touch my face? You want to wait at least 4 hours if you want to do any sort of massaging. Ideally, you want to wait 24 hours. The reason being is it takes 2 to 4 hours to bind to the nerve. And you want to make sure it's doing that in the appropriate area. A common question I get asked is, when can I exercise? So you want to avoid any strenuous activity, any strenuous exercise, any inversions for 24 hours. You want to make sure you're not sweating out the solution. That's a very expensive sweat session. And you want to make sure you're not displacing it by any strenuous activity. Can you drink alcohol after receiving a Botox injection? So you absolutely can. The downside is you're more likely to bruise. So if you drink anywhere between 24 and 72 hours before or after a Botox injection, you can bruise at the injection site. So that's something to keep in mind. So what happens if you do bruise? How long will it take for it to go away? Typically, it takes anywhere between 4 and 7 days for a bruise to go away after receiving Botox. Can I sleep on my side after receiving Botox? So you want to avoid laying down flat. You can lay at a 45-degree angle if you want to prop yourself up, but the reason why you don't want to lay flat is you don't want the solution to move. We don't want to displace the solution away from the muscles we injected in. So for the next 4 hours, you want to make sure you're doing something that's not a workout and also something that's not the other extreme of taking a nap. And after those 4 hours, you're welcome to go ahead and go to sleep on your side or on your back, whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay, let's do a quick recap on the post-op instructions after receiving Botox treatment. So here are the most common things that I tell my patients to do. You want to make sure that you don't lay flat for 4 hours after treatment. You want to make sure you do not touch your face, knowing that injection site bruising can occur at any time. And it takes 2 to 10 days to notice results, so be patient. And typically you'll have a post-op appointment with your provider after 14 days to evaluate how the Botox is working for you.